Halito, Oshio, Wangapo, Sego. Woo! We had us a good old time this weekend. We've been running, y'all. I'm an OG. I gotta slow it down, but we was gonna go to Philly today, but after yesterday, I think we're gonna go back to Randall's Island. We got to meet up with a lot of the Indians. Shout out to Common Sense Ain't Common. And his cousin Cherokee. Y'all brothers is super dope. It was great to finally meet y'all. I wound up going to go smoke some weed and completely forgot to come back until it was almost time to go. Gotta forgive me. I was having a dope ass time. And then our beloved ones had to go back to Virginia and stuff like that. So we was going to come down to Philly, but Brother Turtle Gang's going to be speaking today. I think we're going to go back to Randall's Island. They're actually having a water ceremony right now. They're having a water ceremony this morning at 7 in the morning. I was up enjoying the day already. I got up. I go to sleep early, so I was probably asleep at fucking like 9 o'clock, 9:30 or something like that. But I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I get dressed. I go walking. You know what I'm saying? About 5, 6. Sometime in between there, I go get my coffee and shit. You know, but I'm up and I'm full of life. This is like the most bubbly time for me, and I get up ahead of everybody so I could steal these moments for myself, because the rest of the day generally belongs to the tribe, right? One way or another. So I got to pace myself and steal my little moments of joy, you know what I'm saying, in solitude and shit like that. So, whoa, what a fucking dope time we had. And that's what it's about. These niggas gonna sit here and focus on the wrong fucking thing, and they always gonna miss the mark. So I figured this shit. And it's been developing over these last couple of months when I've been quiet and networking politically. So there's some issues here, you know, and as much as I want to just go back down south and go back to Virginia and North Carolina and our ancestral lands, New York is also my ancestral land too. Yes, so I got these Mohawk and Iroquois and Onondaga relatives and stuff like that. Yeah. So we're linked up in all these different places. So when they're calling us mulatto, they're saying we're just a bunch of squabbling tribes. We're not necessarily all half European and half of this and all that other shit. But yesterday, now I'm going to tell y'all, the Tutelo and Sapani from North Carolina was there too. And he won the dance contest, I think, traditional men's. And it wasn't really even a contest, because all of the tribes, it wasn't as large as it normally is, right? Because, and I know it's because of COVID. So if you want to step into your first powwow, if you have apprehensions, right? Because you have people making comments and shit about $5 natives and all of that. And then you hear these people's last names when they say their names on the mic. And these is your motherfucking cousins, related to the same motherfucking Indians that these niggas is saying they related to, and saying those is not the people. Stop your shit. Because the people that's fronting like they are the Indian are still there, and you ain't even hollering at them yet. Right? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's exactly what's happening here. I ain't lied to y'all. I ain't lied to y'all. Right? So, no, it's actually a holiday today. What's up, Wenzo, baby? It's actually a holiday today. Philadelphia, this is like the first Indigenous People's Day, right? They took away Columbus Day, so now it's Indigenous Peoples Day. And let me tell you something. On the Republican front, y'all know I'm a Republican. There was only 2 fucking candidates that ran in the primaries. And the second one, the one that got scrubbed out, dude looked like he was everybody's plug back in the days, okay? He looked like he was Nino Brown's plug, like El Chapo's nephew and shit like that. That's all I'm going to say. It's a lot of shit that goes on in the Bronx. That's another story, right? I don't want to single people out, but we already know what time it is. And this is the thing about the politics that's going on around. See, even though I live in New York City, I'm a Queens girl. So, but being that I'm a Queens girl, I know what's Queens affairs, right? It's not that I don't know what's going on in Manhattan, which is New York County. It's not that I don't know what's going on in Kings County, which is Brooklyn. It's not that I don't know what's going on in Richmond County, which is Staten Island, right? So it seems as though I represent all of New York City. To an extent, I do, because we have family in all the boroughs. But really, Queens is where I have to start. I can't just be mad at the whole New York State. I got to start right here in Queens, right? And this is how you guys, if you really are, people are who they say they are, and your family's mobbed up while they arguing with these people on the internet, you better get your motherfucking family in line, in formation, because other motherfuckers is in formation, and that's the problem. See, and this is the thing. So we met these Colombian people, and they needed a Spanish interpreter and everything. But let me tell you something. With the conviction in this woman's voice, you didn't need to know what the fuck she was saying. You know that she was whistleblowing on some bullshit. So I have the sign, and that's my thumbnail, where they're talking about the rainforest. They not involved in all this other fuckboy shit going on, but they got persecuted. And guess what they told us? That they know who we are, right? And they said that some U.S. we didn't get offended by them saying black Indians, because niggas over here call themselves black all day for decades, right? So why would they think any different? That's what they think that we like to be called when we tell them we just Indians, and they was okay with that. This is the first time that they was ever here in the United States, and they was in New York, and they told us that black American Indians came down there to help them, and they got slaughtered. About 250,000 people down there getting slaughtered. So one of the activists, his name, and you guys follow him on Facebook. Hold on one second. And if you are of Choctaw heritage, Muskogee heritage, you may have some South American ancestry. It's facts. Oh, and y'all know Dr. Tracy McCarthy be hot and cold with the Indians and shit like that. But I think it's because she got a whiff of all the Aboriginals and not so much the Indians. You can tell by the information and shit that they put out and all of the hatred that is attached to it. And that's to hide the lack of practical information that they have to help motherfuckers not be oppressed. That is what that's for. This is why some people can't go into they, shit talking and then back it up with solid shit that is going to be useful for niggas that was calling themselves some other shit for the last 5-6 decades. Right? Because if you think about who it is that these people are listening to, they're listening to these niggas that's acting like they experts on Indian country when they've never been Indian until recently. And they still don't show their bloodline ties, right? Yeah, I'm still mad. And if them motherfucking Panfights, Killer Priest, because it really wasn't Killer Priest, it was that bitch ass nigga Tahuti, right? Disrespectful. And none of these niggas went for their heads. I'm uncomfortable, dog. That's why I'm back. And then being that they talked about it, looked like 3 weeks, a month. I don't know. They could still be talking about it. I ain't seen nothing recent, but I seen Karen Mayo name 3 times. So I'm going to mention this shit 3 times. Clap back. Yeah. Because in the instance, they still said, okay, Karen Mayo, you probably really are Native American, but the people whose information you're giving, the people who you're giving information to are not. You dumb motherfuckers, these niggas is so smart. Right? And then you want to try to make it look like he lost the battle in Indian country. Bitches. I'm pissed. Yes, I am. So I'm going to mention it again, and nobody's going to do nothing about it. I'm going to mention it again. Pissed. This is acting up. Meanwhile, here in Brooklyn, they're doing fracking. National fucking Grid is trying to put a whole pipeline here. These bitches is talking shit about what they got going on in Standing Rock and don't know we standing on a rock right now that they trying to bust open. A lot of nuclear energy going on here. Found that shit out too. The nuclear shit is probably the reason why this is a big fucking cancer cluster fuck. Right? So the funny shit, and I'm gonna just say this, you know, people were saying comments and stuff. Some of them I deleted. People were saying comments like they don't look like the real Indians and all this other shit, right? Thought they were saying something to me. You know why I deleted the comments and shit? Because if they knew who that, I'm gonna keep that person, and I got pictures. I'm gonna keep that person quiet, right? Because when these niggas say that they a part of these southern tribes, and I show that picture again of that same nigga they was saying didn't look like a real Indian, and y'all got the same motherfucking grandmother. Ooh, how you want to feel? See, it's all, you can tell who's related. You call somebody fake, you need to be able to go forensically into these motherfucking records and prove that it's so. It ain't really fucking hard. It ain't hard. If you know what you talking about. And if you'd like to know what you talk about, maybe some people need to go back and study a little better. Stop listening to these other niggas that was the same descendants of the motherfuckers that was talking about white people being grown in a lab. If you listen to these dumbass niggas that used to be of this, and they used to be of that, and they used to be of that, and then there's the ones that used to be nothing muffins. Still, then, now, futuristically, nothing muffins. There's they. Right? Then, so I you know, I'll be fucking busy, so I didn't get to see, I just saw it this morning. The, American Indian political party page. So on American Indian political party page, and I'm gonna assume he's Hispanic, right? Or one of them final battle natives hiding under another profile, very well could be, or it just could be a new person that just don't know what the fuck going on. But this motherfucker's on American Indian political party talking about Donald Trump, and he said some other shit about black Indians. So I didn't go any crazy, but I did mirror. I just pushed it right back. So I mentioned Hispanic and black Indians. What's the difference? An Indian's an Indian. And that's a fucking thing that they don't want the Americas to connect with. So, again, now, how will you want to keep it? Back to Dr. Tracy McCarthy. Follow me. Y'all know I talk in parables. Follow me. Back to Tracy McCarthy and this interesting, really fucking interesting video she did. I gotta give her credit. Even though, you know, she leans more towards she don't really believe us, even though it might be some validity to what we saying. She's saying there's some validity to what the Moors are saying. There's some validity to what the Hebrews are saying, but not really saying what it is. And it's kind of all the same thing. And if you go back, when I did the breakdown of the SF 181 form, I broke the etymology down and talked about all of the places mentioned in the etymology so that a motherfucker could understand. But this is why these niggas be like the ancient Romans, the ancient Greeks, still be going there. Niggas is dumb as fuck. Still be going in that territory and don't realize that those are the Africans. That's the progenitors of the Afri tribe. You gotta even look at that as genealogy too. Whether they was Italian cousins that went and mobbed on their Carthaginian cousins. They right across the fucking harbor from them niggas. Right? So I broke up little pieces and I put some of them on Instagram too. What does black mean? What does this mean? What are they talking about? Right? And they kept saying Latin. So if nothing is before Latin but America, then you dumb motherfuckers stop saying that the Greeks stole. Stop saying that the Romans stole. Niggas don't know who the fuck they're talking about. And half of you motherfuckers got a Roman granddaddy. Greek motherfucking grandfather. You bitches ain't claiming your Bulgarian people, is ya? You ain't seen them yet? How far is y'all in y'all genealogy? When you do come across that one European, who else is he related to, nigga? The same motherfuckers you talking about came and stole your shit. Well, go get your shit back from your granddaddy. Your dead one. From 300 years ago. 400 years ago. Your 16th great grandfather stole shit that affected one of your, not even on his line, fucking third great grandfathers in a whole nother way. You've got killers, healers, and builders all on the same side. Your side. They're all attached to your motherfucking bloodline. Oh, I know that stings a little bit, but that's the fucking truth. Y'all niggas gonna keep getting out here lying? You know it's so bad. They're so mad at some of the comments we made about DNA. Guess what they're doing? Actually starting to get other people in these countries tested. Dumb motherfuckers. While niggas is sitting here yelling and shit like that, they're building pipelines here in Brooklyn. National Grid. Nuclear shit. Fucking with our natural resources right here in Brooklyn. It's Indian territory too, right? Oh, I'm going to share this video that Tracy McCarthy did. It's not that long, but when she busts down the Choctaw language, oh, she's on to something, right? And these is a lot of the secrets that I keep because I know motherfuckers, they don't need to know what I know, but if they're going to engage in certain conversations, then yeah, be knowledgeable about what it is. Because it's always going to sound like, you know, now I just let a motherfucker say whatever they say. And if you wrong, I'm not going to correct you no more. Y'all don't like correction. Look what happened when nigga, you tell a nigga how to do it right. Versus what a nigga think you know. So now it's the opposite. There's none of that. And it's not because I don't care. I'm uncaring or anything no more. But yeah, I'm not going to engage, right? I realize that I am for the living, and I also realize some of these motherfuckers is for the dead. Gotta keep it balanced. This is how you stay balanced. This is how I don't feel like, man, fuck them. Let everybody do what they doing. No. I like order and shit. And this is my lane. I've been in this lane for a long time. This is my fucking lane. I've created my own fucking lane, right? Me, my cousins, that we've created and carved out our own niche. And it's not our fault if other people want to bite our style, right? Fans 1 minute, lovers 1 minute, friends 1 minute, enemies the next, haters the next, foes the next. This is the way that you do it to where you can give people exactly what it is that they want, whether they say it, whether they show it. You don't have to. Oh, I don't have to be aggressive or combative. You just simply grant people's wishes. If it's a fuck you, Phoenix, sure thing. If it's a bitch, you make me sick, possibly. You make it so. Not because that's how I feel. Especially if you never ask me, how do I feel about something? Right? And generally, I'm unavailable. I have to remove feelings in order to make sound decisions, right? Because the decisions are generally never really for me. They're for other people. That is something that I was born with that I can't shake. And I'm almost 50. I am here for other people, right? This is why my sisters, this is why especially my twin, this is why she's so over me. I can hold everybody else, but I need to be held sometimes too. And she is, her and my mother, they're like the most, not her. They want to keep me healthy so I could fight another day. And then my twin, she's just like, don't fucking touch my sister type shit. So period. Period. Your niggas never asked what the pain was about. They never asked what the anger is about. They'll always act like it's some fucking hidden shit within me when it's so fucking obvious. Why does it always have to be pointed out to people that say they're woke? Huh? And then they still want to go back and use different things to form a weapon against you, but won't form the weapon against who they're saying is the real enemy. Notice that. Notice it. It's wrong. Right? And then there's no accountability. So back to the nigga that made the comment on the American Indian Political Party page. And if you give me 1 second, I could tell you. Get this, I can't do it from this device. I'm trying to get a picture of it, the screenshot of my reply to him, but I had to think, not only, this man ain't really mad at me, because I'm an Indian. I don't got nothing to worry about. I don't take no offense to nothing. It's nothing nobody But I noticed that this person, and it was an entity, and I can feel some of these entities. This is why I said maybe they may be attached to the final battle, right? I don't believe it to be a pan fried just because of the way that they talk and the way that it felt. There's a certain energy attached to it. And this energy was probably a Native American, but they hate women, right? So now this is where they have to keep the enmity between the women. I might say the women of the world, but I'm really only concerned with the American Indian women of the Americas, right? Really only concerned with them. That's my only concern, right? And I'm racist to that extent. I care about American Indians, not just limited to my Virginia tribes. I care about the Americas and all of the lineages of my ancestors. Present, future, and past. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not embarrassed by that shit. I'm not ashamed of it. Niggas try to make me ashamed of it. I came for Indian country. There's people that came for Indian country. Some of us are healers. Some of us are builders, right? Some are nation killers, and they have to be identified. So I know that this man, who was probably of Latin descent, was very upset, but he got problems with women. It wasn't me. It's not black Indians. You blaming that on Trump, but even the acknowledgement of calling us Indians, right? Or saying it on this page, okay? And that was fine, because at least he acknowledged Indians, right? So I got that. However, the Trump disconnect means that there's still an underlying issue that they want to perpetrate, right? Because some of them have just gone along to get along also. And this is why they haven't been all able to advance as well as they want to. And now they see us coming back home. A lot of people coming back home now. And a lot of them have open arms. But there's still information that we have found that they've been able to sustain the culture and some of the things like that and artifacts or whatever. But we got the law. We got the new approach to how it's supposed to be getting done that's going to help everybody. Now go ahead and knock that. Whether you want to call them $5 Indians or whoever, we could get this whole shit changed and regulated, but it got to start with us. It's nobody else that's going to do it. So if that's what you're looking for, right? Now you can take your tort claims. You can take your tort claims. We can go and sit in front of them and talk about how they committed the ethnocide and genocide. That's something that all of us can participate in and together, right? But then there's other issues that people have within their tribes, right? That don't have nothing to do with the rest of the Indians. You see? And then there's things that involve all Indians near and far, such as here, the Caribbean, South and Central America as well, right? And if you don't agree with that, that's fine too. But what happened to America, everybody globally had their hands in, right? So now these niggas have become all of the racists that they said that white people are. So now when they have that attitude, I know that they don't have a lot of liberating things that they've acquired, right? They just feel good because they saying that they Indian now and we the aboriginal this, and they act like they the most aboriginal of aboriginals. But I bet you if you put that family tree up, put it up. It's not real. I ain't saying the people ain't real, but they going off of one. That means they ain't found the rest of them. They might have found one Indian and said, look, they misclassified us. They misclassified us. Nigga, where the rest of your kinfolk at? Where the rest of them at? Some of these niggas got a big tree and still don't know what tribe they are. You stop researching to go listen to motherfuckers to tell you to research. I don't know. But these niggas is mad at women too. And I had to think about it. And as I was sitting here, spoke my reefer, quiet, meditating. I said, these crimes against women, God damn it. He mad at Trump, and this is why Trump did that shit. Indigenous women had to have rights. Because they just, and I said, they trying to make us, what about our girls? What about our girls? And these bitches be following these niggas and leave their girls to these niggas and their homeboys to handle, right? Let's talk about the dysfunction, but we can't talk about what's happening in that regard so that we can make somebody else's bad thing about them look like worse than what it is that we dealing with over here. Oh, skeleton in the closet ass motherfuckers want to sit there and squeak and make all this fucking noise about everybody else, and they got doo-doo on the tip of their fingers. Opposite of Midas touch. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Everything they touch. Doo-doo. And a lot of it's for this reason. Niggas talk about they spiritual. And you even hear a lot of the natives have they saying the white man did this and that and that. But no. I think it's more like 3 out of 5 women on these reservations are raped every hour. Some fucked up, ridiculous statistics. So you got it. The Native American women missing. You got so-called black women missing. The same women, really, but they got make them look like 2 separate people. And Trump said indigenous women, meaning both of them, but everybody's in the middle divided because they still don't know. This is why Trump said what we said. What he say? Where he get them talking points from? Just do your genealogy. Learn black people. You gotta learn your history. You gotta learn your history. It's important. Stop whipping the statues down and learn your history. He's a racist. Yep. This shit is whack. Your boy Joe trying to set it up so that we don't get deported. None of these people that don't belong here and they do shit, no matter how heinous, they don't get deported no more. Y'all niggas okay with that? People okay with that? These niggas got buyer's remorse on their motherfucking POTUS, don't they? Buyer's remorse like a bitch. These Democrats is quiet hoes now. Equal rights, them feminist bitches. Black lives matter. Ooh, they don't feel stupid. Ooh, shit, nobody talks about it. They trying to just make it go away. Oh, sweeping under the rug ass motherfuckers. Niggas supposed to still be mad over Trayvon Martin. You see how niggas forget who really hurt? And show you the picture of how these motherfuckers gonna get away with what they get away with as long as you let them get away with it. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This colorism shit is whack as fuck. Nigga got it. Yo, I need y'all niggas to show me all of y'all aboriginal ass families with all y'all full feathers of regalia and I'm talking about your mama, your daddy, your son, your daughter, your cousins, your auntie, your great grandmother. Just show me that. Show me. And they better all be dark skinned. Show me. They better be some cold copper. Straight. Every last one of them should be uniform the way these niggas is talking. Because if they get light enough or have straighter hair, they not the real Indian now. Ain't this about a bitch? These bitches went from the Pan-Frieds and the natives telling them, y'all ain't the real Indians, to these niggas feeling like they can fucking determine who the real Indians are. Yeah, y'all niggas is lying. Y'all not telling the truth. And now these niggas are advancing forward right under these niggas' noses, and they're starting to advance the DNA. Right? So when brothers like Carameo show y'all, and he does it in his interpretation, right? And I'm okay with that. Y'all know I don't always agree with the Hebrew stuff, but I love what he's showing because it's not a lie. Right? So this is how I could sit back and watch, and I could come and flank around the side with the actual documents of what it is that he's showing these motherfuckers. Right? I could come with the documents. When you talk about in Manhattan with the land of the Brits, right? Excuse me, the land of the blacks that they call it. They're talking about the black touch, like those chocolatey white men that I showed the other day, right? Lands of the blacks, the Black Dutch. This is why people was running around calling themselves the Black Dutch. Dr. McCarthy's video with the Choctaw language and the way niggas see the word Lusa, and Lusa means Portuguese. And here you go with your Creole and stuff like that. This is why they say they're mixing them with Africa and all of that. And Angola is now, right? You know what Angola was? A Louisiana colony. Y'all go back to the American Colonization Society. This is why I want to sit down with Dr. Tracy McCarthy. I would like to sit down. Me and Caramel was supposed to do something a long time ago. But now we can make all of our research make sense. We can all make it make sense, whether we agree with each other or not now. But that's the important thing. And I see it. That's the important thing, right? Where we all telling the truth in our own way. But how to make it stick? Yeah. So who was here in what they call Greenwich Village right now? In that whole territory, that portion of Manhattan that they call the land of the blacks? I found the motherfucking records of the people. Oh, yellow ass paper. And these niggas is still around right now, and they don't even know. They probably think they was some fucking black slaves and stuff, right? Not really understanding what the slave thing was about. Not even understanding. It didn't always include motherfuckers not getting paid for their work. It's niggas that needed managers. Think of it as a rap star that needed a manager. They got all this shit and don't know what to do with it. They need somebody to manage it. And if they fall asleep on the job, on their job, then we're just going to penalize them for it. When in actuality, on the public side, as the people, we get to criticize their job. And they wrote down how to do it. They wrote down a manual on how to defeat the government, us, the U.S., if we're a piece of shit. Gotta leave something there for them. What the fuck is niggas talking about? We're gonna leave the instructions on how to defeat us, the fucking worst villain on the video game. Here's the cheat code on how to fuck us up when we get out of line with you and yours. Really? You tell me where that happens at. And these niggas like, they not gonna let us. Keep cursing, nigga. Niggas talk about because I say shit, fuck, damn, motherfucker. Nigga, that's cussing. That's not cursing. I speak life. Oh, we can do this and we can do that. We will do this. We will do that. These niggas, they not gonna let us. You know the nigga. They not gonna let us. They not gonna give us nothing. They not gonna. They stole it. They stole it. They call themselves bitches every day. They stole it. They did it. Who's they? The white man. Really? You sure? You sure your Uncle Leroy ain't do it, you bitch? Are you sure? I'm gonna all bring all these planes. They're gonna land at the same fucking time. So, the rights of indigenous women, the colorism, and the fact that these main motherfuckers teaching and talking was a part of every motherfucking phase and fad that ain't brought black people, Indians, natives, a motherfucking bit of fruit. Hoteps, everybody, everything they thought they was, and everything now that they say they are. Shit gotta add the fuck up. So when Caramel's talking about the Jews and the Moors, or who y'all calling Moors, and the Jews and the people that got sent to these colonies and shit like that, here go me with the records like, bam, he's right, and bam, he's right again, and bam. I don't like Dr. Tracy McCarthy, but I know she's telling the truth. I know she's telling the truth. Woo! Right? Because some things I can't talk about. It's too heavy for people. Motherfuckers tell me my shit is too, oh, your channel's too advanced. You're talking parables. You cuss a lot. You can turn it down. Nigga, no, I can't. I tried. I can't. I can't. And I'm tired of y'all with the colorism. And y'all not going to get too far. And I'm not just saying that because I'm Phoenix and I think I'm the illest. But I'm saying that because it's just balanced and spiritually sound to say so. And totally in line with all the things that people say that they hate, which makes them hypocrites, right? I showed the other day why the crimes in Indian country, and this is why things had to be put in place so that they could respect the matriarch. You can't get back in line. You can't get in formation without the matriarchs, right? And niggas ain't forming nothing. It should be men trying to form things to get the sisterhood together, right? Since most of these dumb bitches listen to these niggas anyway, right? Niggas think these bitches don't listen. Y'all wrong. They acting crazy because they don't listen to us no more. We don't listen to each other no more. So this is why they stupid and they make your lives miserable, fool. Send them back to their sisters. Y'all niggas want nigga time. Them bitches need triage treatment for their trauma too. And if you're the inflictor of any of it, then goddamn it, look at your nation. Look at the fucking fruit from the bitches that you shitted on, the bitches that I ran through, and all the things that I did. And you formed her, and she's the nation maker, the baby maker, the one that provides for the fucking world. And this is what you did too, bitch. Y'all all fucking responsible. So they had to do the rights of indigenous women so that they could protect the American matriarch. This is why the natural disasters, all this shit, calamities happening. Meanwhile, we're the stewards of the land and we let them make weather machines while we sitting here getting told by fucking colored melanated people that white people got created in a motherfucking lab. Hey, they didn't tell you that your records was hidden in a motherfucking cave, which some of our tribes lived in, and they be like, cave dweller, cave dweller. Y'all ain't never seen the Pueblo Indians, you motherfuckers. Utah is the real Judah, the Utah, nigga. Cave dwellers, troglodytes. How real you wanna keep it? Whatever y'all niggas is spitting that y'all saying is truth, I could show you if it's truth or not. With records. Not somebody else's dissertation of an anthropological report. And who are the people in your neighborhood? Can't hide. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to take a goddamn Rosetta Stone Dutch class so I can read these Dutch records. Woo! You know how many records I found of Dutch people and they calling their complexion black swarty copper, black swarty copper, black swarty copper. I'm not so souped, right? So now when they talk about it, this is why I'm going to fuck it up. And I said this years ago. I said this shit on Blog Talk Radio before I even came to YouTube. When I said, listen, when I found out about the King James shit, right, I held that shit for a long time because I was mad as fuck. You know, I studied 8 months, right, the Bible. I didn't really read, I read the Bible, but I didn't read it for myself. I got rid of every single thing that I ever heard about it and read it for myself. And the only people that kind of could answer some of my questions were Hebrew Israelites, right? They would understand that I can, like, I'm not having a reading comprehension thing here. I knew some of the things were true, but I never could get past the white devil, the this, to that, right? Call the sister with tight jeans a whore and shit like that. Remember in the Bible, they said, save the whore and kill the rest of them. Save the whore. Why would they want to save the whore? Because she was the medicine woman. You niggas don't know the difference between a murderer and a killer. You niggas don't know the difference between a murderer and a killer. I know you don't. Y'all watch the murders happen cold in front of your face. A killer's somebody that might have to defend themselves. Oh, shit. It could be a righteous kill. Murder's wrong. Killing is not. Go ahead and stop me. You might have to kill a bear if the bear's trying to kill you. Killer. Don't matter what kind. I'm going to step on a bug if I'm intimidated or backed in a corner, I'm going to get out the corner and I'm stepping on it. Killer! I went through psychological damage. I had 2 abortions. Killer! No, that made me a murderer. Moon crazy. I am, because of that. I always beat myself up. That's between me and my creator for that. I'm never going to forgive myself for that. Because no matter what I thought at the fucking time, I was weak, right? Murderer. That's the difference. Murderer. Now I could be a potential killer trying to defend myself and defend life because I took it out of my mind. Not in my right mind, and nobody talked me out of it. See what happened when motherfuckers don't tell you shit gonna be all right? They don't. That's why I tell people, drink my phone, it's gonna be all right. You never know, that one time motherfucker could have saved me from being a motherfucking murderer, right? Real shit. So I can't stand people because they don't keep it 1,000. Right? They don't. They don't keep it that way. Motherfuckers is crazy. That's crazy. So when you talk about spiritual, nigga, you got to do a whole bunch of right shit when you did something wrong, right? It's crazy. And you want to know, not only did I fuck myself up, but the people that didn't stop me is almost as wrong and guilty as me. Knew I made an appointment to go and be a murderer. Plotting to death. Premeditated. Making an appointment. Knowing on this day I'm going to kill something. And flash forward, see all these images of them killing what I destroyed. Talking about, our boys, they killing our kids. Bitches, you walked your ass in that abortion clinic just like me. And like Henrietta Lacks, they got my shit too. Saving the rest of the world while they killing us. Yep. Yeah, so this is how genealogy saved a wretch like me. It wasn't amazing, Grace. It was Grandma Grace. Understand me? Wasn't amazing Grace that saved a wretch like me. Y'all gotta get y'all shit together. It's a beautiful, beautiful, happy Indigenous Peoples Day and shit. I know I'm ugly when I cry. I'm gonna stop. Oh God, because they be thinking I'm fucking soft. Motherfuckers. You know, start talking about me, that bitch, that bitch. That bitch, what? That bitch is happy with herself. Say that! Right? If you're gonna say it true. But all this shit makes sense. So there's something deeply wrong. And I am saying, get over that shit. Because it's making a wedge. And people in Colombia said that 250,000 motherfuckers died. That did not make our news. That did not make our news. Oh, these niggas saying that they Choctaw, they Choctaw, they Choctaw. Word, you know the Choctaw Mountains are in Bolivia, baby. You keep yelling at your Mexican cousins across the fucking canoe ride. Them niggas used to be like Aquaman and be able to swim across the motherfucking Gulf, which used to be called the Choctaw Sea. Huh? They named it the Choctaw Sea before it was the Gulf of Mexico. In the Cenozoic area. You know what Cenozoic means in marine life? 65 million years ago. That era. That era. 65 million years ago. So niggas see a motherfucker from Bolivia and be like, they not the real Indians. They might be what's left. Might be what's left. Yeah, that's an old post I put up. It's old. But I'll send it to you, Renzo. Text me so I can remember. I'll send it to you. What the Choctaw Sea. It's a very not really interesting book, but marine biology. Right, but you can get right to the part where they talk about the Gulf area in the Cenozoic period, right? which is going to include some of these niggas from these territories. So why they calling Angola, Louisiana had the prison called Angola because that's what? Portuguese prisoners, Portuguese colonizers, Portuguese visitors that wanted to come and get a different shake in life. Portuguese royalty mixed in with some of these Louisiana Indians. Right? That's where them Creoles come from. Acadians with a little bit of Scottish, right? The bloodlines. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. Angola, what they call Angola now in Africa, guess who they sent there? The people from the town, the Portuguese that blended in with the Indians from Angola in the Louisiana territory, the West Florida territory, which may include parts of Texas and shit too, because the way we look at land and the way the land really is, it's not the same. You know, from a topography perspective. It is, but it isn't to the common eye because it's way larger than what we think it is, right? You will drive in the state of Texas alone for like 20 hours. You spend a whole day trying to, from whatever the largest, I don't know, top to bottom or wide, because it's this long and this tall and this wide. Right? So, think about it in time and distance. Even with the fucking fast automobiles that we have now, right? Versus the walking days it would take to get to these places. But our people made it to these fucking places. It might take them 2 months to get to from one end of the state to the other. Walking, stopping, shelter, here, there. But anyway, the migration ain't lying. So when they talk about Lusa, and Lusa means black, they mean Portuguese. And the similarities between what they call Latin and the Portuguese language tells the story, and they try to stash it right in front of our face. So when they hide the language, they put it somewhere else, and they hide the people, they make them look all mixed up when they really the same. This is why these niggas with this colorism shit gonna keep losing. Right? They're gonna keep losing. And then there's places that I know people don't want to talk about, but they have been completely, almost wholeheartedly obliterated. And this is why they're suffering right now. They are more African than they are American now. And that was purposely done. And they have no clue. And then the people that are there that are the tribes are getting fucked up. And then there's other people that look more African that are richer. Look at it. This is why they fought so hard in Cuba. Look at the pick party. I told you that explains colonialism in the 1900s, not no 1620s and 30s and shit. It explains it, what they did after the introduction of damn near everybody taking on a commercial entity as so-called nations, right? And doing so made the people of the Americas kind of less tribal. You know what I'm saying? So, I think I got yeah, made them less tribal. So, now, people getting back to it, but they slow jam because they listening to, you know, bringing in black shit. And what I mean, you bringing in the black colorism into Indian country. So therefore, you haven't really got down deep to it. And that's the problem. And this is why it's going to be met with resistance. Not because, you know, or that's not your people. And I think a lot of these motherfuckers is lying. So now the picture that I said I was going to save, right? The picture I said we're going to save for a day when they start their colorism shit, and I'm going to throw their cousin up. When they say they from this particular tribe that they know is generally chocolatey people, when they see this one person and they talk shit, I'm going to show them how they lying. Because it's, you may not like it, but that's what it is. Cousin or not, go ahead and call him a $5 Indian again because of the way he looked. You ain't never going to get in your tribe. Now they talk that shit about the ones over here and act like we ain't kin to them on the East Coast. Don't remember, because they be trying to confuse people with the Plains Indians. They try to make them look like the least bit of anything. Can't possibly have a shred of Aboriginal. And don't know the half. They don't know the half. And unfortunately, even some of the people that's recognized don't know the half. They just got the political part together, but they don't really have all of the spicy meatballs that we do. So we even gonna have to correct some of this Indian history too, right? So now when I said that with the Portuguese, Louisiana colony, right? The people that they sent wasn't just Liberia. They did not just go to Liberia. They had their own state. You know where Virginia is? Modern day Ghana, Gold Coast. Let's argue. Let's argue. Gold Coast, Ghana was started by Virginia Indians. I'm not quite sure where New York and Pennsylvania is, probably like Benin, Guinea-Bissau, that whole West Cape of Africa. Y'all gonna be mad? Y'all wanna keep it real or not? You wanna know why people can't find the records? Because of their fucking feelings about everything instead of their forensics. Tribal mixing. They sent a bunch of Natchez to Haiti. So there's Natchez ancestry in Haiti and Dominican Republic. So ADOS looks really dumb when they're saying American descendants of slaves, right? And they don't claim Indian, or they may claim a Indian ancestor, but not the rest of the lineage. This is where they all fucked up at, all over the place. Look like shit all over the place, but really it's not. It's all over the place because of the conductors. These niggas, it's the conductors and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the conductors. They are saying Cherokee are Hebrews. Good, hi, beloved brother. How you doing, beloved? Hi, everybody. They are saying that the Cherokee people are Hebrews because of the Jewish descent. These are descents of the Spanish, the Habsburgs. They were royalty. The Savoy family, they keep trying to say that the 20-odd Negroes going to Virginia, they were already from America. And they had already got enslaved in England. When they, you know, there's an Angola part of Virginia. There's a Virginia and Louisiana migration pipeline. Check around in the 1830s and 40s where all your people left fucking Virginia and you see their names in Louisiana. But these niggas, even when they be saying they folks is Indian, they still think they didn't move and migrate and didn't have other tribal lineage. This is how you know people are lying. And generally, when they do the genealogy, they're always just matching a name to the 5 civilized tribes. Some of them got robbed, but it may not be you. So if you're calling them $5 Indians, nigga, you might be one of the official ones, and you're not going because of what these other people were telling you. So now you're looking for something that don't belong to you when the shit that belong to you, you're not looking at. Shut your fucking mouths. It's for the better good. It's for the better good. Some of these motherfuckers is wealthy as fuck. and in good motherfucking standing. They getting annuities and all of that. So you mean to tell me if your inheritance means to go your ass back to Oklahoma and live on your granddaddy's shit, you think somebody stole, but it went back to the tribal trust because your ass ain't the beneficiary. But you don't want to hang out with them. You know them motherfuckers getting thousands of dollars a month based on the way that the interest rate of the business plan that they signed 100 years ago. Why wouldn't you go and get your wealth, right? Cause what? We saying they not real. They not real. Nigga whips his lottery ticket up. Cause these niggas said, shut the fuck up. I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of it all. That makes no fucking sense. If you a freedman, you need to be arguing why you a freedman. Nigga, they said, especially if you a Choctaw or Chickasaw, ain't nothing to talk about, boss. You better overthrow your motherfucking government. They got a constitution, B. Sue your motherfucking nation. Bitch, that's a whole country. We can't go over there and fight. And you can't go in that bitch with eagle feathers on or you going to fucking prison. Don't be trying to make no motherfucking rattle with no goddamn hawk talons and shit. I don't care how pretty it is, who makes it, what he say they is, and the craftsmanship and all that. Bitch, it's illegal. Federal. It's like the same as having 10 kilos. So if you're not going to have 10 kilos and be going to November, missing your motherfucking wife and kids and your family and shit, like with 10 bricks in the car and a body in the trunk, then don't fucking run around like that neither. You don't like it, but I'm not gonna lie. I ain't lie about a motherfucking thing. I don't have to. Mommy say you lie because you scared. And DMX said if you're scared, get a dog. And I ain't either one. I'm not. It's better to tell the truth. Right? So, but I'll tell you, that's why. And being that my granddaddy wrote the book, he ain't no motherfucking Moor. He's a Scot. He's only a Moor because that's what they call chocolatey people. We call copper colored. They call them Moors over there. That includes a fucking broad umbrella of melanated people. Doesn't mean they all tribe. And it's so sad that if these niggas can't find if they really are related to the Moors, right? Who they calling Moors? They only calling dark-skinned people that. Unless you're talking specifically now, it means Moroccan. The way Indian used to mean us, but in 1947, it now means Bharat, Hindustan, and now Moor is Morocco and Mauritania. They got isolated, colonized, and sent to that spot. They sent to that spot. They peopled with the people there on purpose. Mixed with the people so you could steal their land. You could die over here because you did some bullshit over here. You could go over there and that's your punishment. That's your job. You go ahead and look at all them people from them Indians from fucking Virginia that got up and fucking left and was convinced to go over there with something in it for them that they couldn't have here. Money, land, politics, they wanted it all. Like I said, I ain't found out where they stashed Pennsylvania, where they stashed mother Virginia is Ghana. That's a Virginia colony. The Teague family, the Day family, Nancyman Indians got the fuck up and left this bitch. And then there is the people of Baltimore. Now they got a fighting chance. Now Baltimore is really in Liberia. And this is the difference from the Virginia Indians that they sent over to Ghana. The Louisiana Indians that they sent over to, and the Louisiana Indians, might I add, also included Haitians that was free people of color in Louisiana in the Mississippi territory. Plenty of free people going on over there. It's a whole different thing. And them and their relation with the Creole. And this is why they call them Creole. That Creole language that the Jamaicans, that patois comes from that group of people with the dialect. The ones that say, baby. You know, can't nobody say it like a motherfucking. Woo! Louisiana, when the men say, baby, that shit. They can't hide the language. Pay attention. Even somebody that I don't really care for said some truthful shit, and she's not lying. She ain't lying. And niggas need to know the truth. And I don't even know if she know the truth. She told the truth about that. Or even if she cared that she would get any support on that, because she agree on everything, right? But this is how you can use the things with the people that you may not agree everything they say. And when they say some real shit and it makes sense, you gotta fucking support it. Because there's a whole lot of lying going on out this bitch. So sometimes this is proof that if we all take a lie detector test, we all telling the truth. Right? Facts. That's facts. That's facts. So, I don't know what to tell people, but that's part of that. So some of them, so now Connecticut got a piece over there. New Jersey has a piece over there, right? And they specifically sent a lot of people from North Carolina to Haiti. Then from Haiti, they sent a whole bunch of people into Congo, right? So there's your North Carolina. And they had to send people there to get other soldiers to fucking protect them. Something happened and Shaka Zulu got killed too. This is how you know these pan-frauds don't know nothing about the migration and the real history. I bet you $1 to a donut. The enmity for real is because American niggas went over there killing people too, acting like those so-called European colonizers that came here. But you better not forget that in the 1500s, they talk about the Roanoke colony just disappeared and shit with Sir Walter Raleigh, right? Even though he got fucked up. Manteo, a whole Indian king, and why would he leave his tribe to go to Europe? Why? Why would they leave to go to Europe and go get baptized and civilized and all this other fly shit? Right? They want to do that. And now they're coming back with English names and you motherfuckers think that they're some old foreign-ass colonizer granddaddy, white person. No, it's your Indian granddaddy coming back all smoothed out. Name is John Smith now. Archibald Johnson now. Can't even get to that shit over there because these niggas hate that side of them, right? And let me tell you, when they say Angola, honey, they talk about the Creole, baby, right? And now they done fucked up. Because I could prove the Red Stick grandfather, who's a whole Creek, had land in Virginia. They're fucked up and married into Cherokees. And guess where their descent goes back to? So now they made another mistake. Y'all better start looking at these trees and see who these white people is claiming, why they're claiming your people. And then when you see them there, you're not really sure. But you better find out. So when you see the people that's claiming the Indians in your tree, saying that they your motherfucking, they kin to them same fucking people too, stop getting on social media arguing. That's what you need to argue them motherfuckers. Find them and see if they telling the truth. Huh? Especially if it's public. Are you crazy? You don't think they be all in y'all fucking trees and y'all saying y'all this and that? You don't think so? If you got a new record that you're adding and you're the first person to add that record, do you know everybody after you that has that ancestor sees it? Even if they had a genealogy tree before that. If I add a newspaper clipping of Opichan Kanu, that ain't nobody never uploaded to that database, then guess who's the progenitor of that? Some records I will add. You will see my name in some of these that I add to it. Civil War records, not Civil War records, Revolutionary War records, like with especially the description cards that be like dark complexion, 5'9", how tall they are, medium, slender build, stout, right? They had descriptions for them, bald, his own hair. It was a lot of things. Scar on right finger, missing first portion of ring finger or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They give you a description. Scar on the forehead, ruddy, red, what's his complexion? Copper colored, florid. They tell whatever. Where he was born, Virginia, Pennsylvania. This shit is turned up. Turned up. Well, hit my email at Miss Gwen. I can't read the rest of it, but I just see Gwen at the end. 1492 Phoenix at Gmail. Yeah, no record of a daughter. I found a letter written by a sister. It's not that all the time, Gwen, my grandma. Sometimes they just want you to go through backflips, right? And think about it. If we've been disconnected and abandoned our fucking lands, homes, and our responsibilities, they're gonna give you a hard time to get back in grandma's house. But there's a lot of people that I know, and there's a lot of things that I could probably put you on to help your situation. So definitely you could email me, send me an email. Send me an email. That happens. That does happen. I'm not going to act like it doesn't, but there's always other angle. Where there's one Indian, there's 10,000 more. So now you have to look at other places in your tree because they did not just go alone. So look at other collateral lines as well in your tree, right? So you might have to use an aunt, even through marriage, to prove that that was your grandmother's brother and he's attached. So that's the same. You understand? There's other ways to go about it. Trust me when I tell you, don't worry about the defeat, especially if you know it is what you're saying it is. All right. So definitely hit my email up. There's a lot of different situations, and sometimes it's a simple thing or just a different approach that you have to take. Don't think that you got all these burdens and stuff like that. If you see what it is and you know it's there, there's a way to get what you need to get. They can't take what's yours, right? So hit me up and I'll give it to you. 1492 Phoenix, PHOENIX at Gmail. Yeah, no, I ain't got the 2020 no more, so I happen to see that. I felt it come by. Sometimes it's just the energy, the signal that you send out, and I happen to mean that meant focus on the chat, and I seen Sister Gwen in there. So, you know, so we just gotta make sure we paying attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own bag to get, right? Now, her story is not the same story that I have in Virginia, in New York. And you understand? It's not the same story, but it's Indian related nonetheless, right? Gotta stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that and get in where they at. It has nothing to do with their personal opinion. You want to get inside get to the people and investigate and tell them who they not? Go for it. Some cases you're gonna hit the jackpot on that. There are some frauds there, but then there's not. Now how are you gonna feel? What D'Angelo say? How does it feel? How do it feel? What you gonna say then? When you bump into, you got Geronimo's your second great uncle. Huh? How you feel about that? How niggas feel about that? Home Muskogee and Geronimo, he got some kinship to them. How would you feel if one of your third great uncles was in fucking Standing Rock or Wounded Knee? Huh? You think it's impossible? Think it's impossible? So this is why people are confused, but they're not really confused. And again, as I said with my studies, back to Rondade's question and all of this tying in, because this is tie-in. You know, Carameo has a Israelite or Hebrew type of understanding. So all of this all makes sense. Why? And this is about the lineage and shit. And I laugh because in one breath, he's all the Indian for the Indians. And then when black people come around, he not Indian enough. That's so fucking corny. So it can't be like that. Niggas will do it right in their face and then blame white people for they erasing us. Nigga, y'all trying to erase Carameo, India, and half of y'all can't find y'all's. I'm done. You gotta be kidding me. That's so everything of what you saying you mad at. You a hypocrite. And just fix it. Right? And it's the correction to help people get there. Not because you the fucked up person, but it's a lot of things that we think we know and maybe, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker, humble themselves a little bit. You know? We could get to the bottom of it. We can get to the bottom of it. But I'm definitely going to share Dr. McCarthy's video. It is very interesting. And people of Choctaw descent, the language and how it ties into Portuguese. This is part of Latin. So if you really are who you say you are, then you might want to get to it, because now you may be part of the actual progenitor of how all these languages are, right? Because even going down into the Chata Mountains of Bolivia, but niggas don't think that. And then, of course, there's Latin people there that there might not be a shred left. And all of these Creoles and pidgin languages and stuff like that come from the same fucking people, even though we have different dialect. So if you can't tell by the records, the genealogy will match the people will match the dialogue match the language belongs to these people, go back to the genealogy, now you know what you're saying is real. And go ahead and let them get so far advanced that the DNA pinpoint it and tell it the same way too, because now everybody's interested. And they're really going to be fascinated if all these people are calling them the fakeity fakes. Maybe a lot of these people are going to, you know, what they going to do. I don't know. If you let black people tell it, they're going to burn everything. They're going to take it all away. When all this stuff that we are finding was done by Dwight, all these black niggas was telling us the wrong fucking things. With some right things included, but the wrong things. And they definitely did. They also kept a secret about us. They kept the colonizers' secret about the matriarch and the clan mothers and the structure and the heritage and the culture, the longhouse community culture. We forgot. So they was part of the brainwash that blocked our downloads. They skipped out on theirs. Again, I'm tired of people with the masculine energy and shit, because we only have 2 chromosomes. That is X and that is X. Men have X and Y. So there's a different type of balance that has to happen with them spiritually and emotionally. Well, that's it for me. I think I'm gonna start getting ready. Y'all be good. See y'all out there early. It looks like it's probably gonna be warmer today. I didn't know. Even this morning When I got dressed, I thought it was really cold outside. It's really comfortable right now. And if it's like this now, it'll be a little warmer later. I won't be fooled though. I'm taking my jacket and a coat, right? Got the sweatsuit on, so I should be good. But I'm taking my coat too, like I did yesterday. I was so glad that I did. But yeah, that's that. I just wanted to talk my shit for the day and mention some motherfucking suckers for the second time. I'll be back again with another one because I ain't like having, the brother name there. It just was a jab at Indian country, and I'm tired of people insulting us. And then you gotta fire some other motherfuckers, because I hear it's a whole bunch of people that's supposed to be regulating pan skillets and shit like that with their nonsense and all of that, and I don't see that happening. So, I don't know what the validity of that, if that exists at all, or if it's just there just to find relevance and, a place for grown-ups, You got child's play, and then you got some grown-up shit that ain't play, nothing like that at all. You know what I'm saying? So, the people in Colombia had a lot to say, and I'm probably going to say less about it. I think I might have even said too much, just being so moved. But they had a story for us, too. And it wasn't a separation story, nothing but water, not blood. So that was kind of very fucking interesting. And you want to know what's crazy? These niggas out here talking about how they related to the Mayans and this and this and that. Bitch, you got to claim the motherfucking Latin ancestry too, motherfucker. How you related to the motherfucking Mayans? All right, but you think you from Virginia. That may be so. Motherfucker, but where'd you start out? That ain't your origin point. That's where you ended up. Mixing up with those tribes there. How real you want to keep it? And what you think them foreign men did? Or was they foreign if they from the Americas? And then you're not going to deny how all the Indian men married foreign women and they was able to bring their fucking families over here and enjoy our land too. So stop saying white man, white man, white man, white man. Because, brother man, you was talking about get you a foreign. In my personal opinion, at that point, if you produce children, they're still family to me. Because they blood to my kin. Kind of just goes like that. So careful who you adopt into your family. You got to be on top of your siblings so they don't bring no whack people into the bloodline, right? Even on their own accord. This is how family is supposed to be in each other's business appropriately to make sure we represent the name, the company name that we selected to run these empires that niggas say that they had and all this other shit that everybody stole. The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Vanderbilts, the Carnegies, the Morgans, the Chases, the ha-da-da-da-da. And niggas still don't even know when they say trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's me. I'm a Jones. Jones right here. That's me. I'm a Jones. Jones. Keeping up with the Joneses. Niggas don't even think that's about the American Indian Joneses. They think it's the slave master's name. Slave master's name. Eh? Slave master's name. Slave master's name. Slave master's name. Whatever. These niggas and they wrong teachings and shit. They done learned from Dr. Malachi York, that they done learned from the Shemox and all of them fucking motherfucktards and the grandkids of them bitches now. The motherfucking niggas that killed Verdiasi Green, right? All these fucking wicked motherfuckers. It's been these brother men that's been stealing all the shit and helping everybody else, letting everybody else help themselves. Not white people. Because white people wrote the instructions down on how to find your Indian people. All the years you thought you had a dashiki somewhere on your body and you was looking across the Atlantic, them white people wrote shit down. The same niggas you said stole it, and they gonna leave all the evidence behind. See, it's different when old man Johnson, did some poisoned your third great grandfather or something. It's different. If he got an estate, you can sue, but you can't fucking make a dead man go to jail, right? So, but when the United States do something to you, when the county, when the agency, when the government, some form, or one of their agencies does something to you, baby, they still here in existence, honey. Therefore, that is your claim. It don't got nothing to do with the rest of us, so you got to find your niche. Some of y'all got your own lottery ticket that you didn't cash, and it does not have anything. You don't owe me a dime of it. It is for you and your bloodline and your 7 generations. Your responsibility now that you are here looking for this information in search of who it is that you may be related to. Well, I'll tell you and I'll ask you like I did 5 years ago. Are you sure? Because you gotta have a stomach for this shit. And first it starts with all the things you think you were and you find out you're not. Things that you didn't know that you were and you are. So, yeah. That's the beginning of the journey. You find out all the things that you thought you were, you are not. And then you find all the things that you are that you didn't know you were. So it's touching, it's spiritual, it's a lot to it. And then the rest of the levels you experience, the more truth and more relevant it's going to be. So take your time with everything. You don't choose nothing specific. Don't choose Hebrew, Israel. Don't choose nothing over grandma. And you ain't never going to lose. Grandma and grandpa, don't choose nothing over that. And if you are just now starting all of your time dedicated to watching 7-hour YouTubes, all of these things, right? Hi, Star Child, beloved. I just seen Lorenzo post Star Child. Hey, beloved. Spend your time with your family. Spend your time trying to find your fucking inheritance. Don't talk about it, be about it. Because these other fools, they are the remnants of these same black people that been lying. And they was black. And some of them was black last year, the year before that. They ain't been Indian longer than they been black. Let's just say that. And I swear on everything that's holy, and I don't do that at all. Motherfucker know me for some type of Indian, even if they get it wrong. A West Indian, a Indian. That's facts. I'm 47. That's a fucking fact. So for those people to act like it's not, no. No. And if they don't insert themselves in a narrative, because inserting themselves in a narrative help you understand your information. This is how now at this point we are able to find out who our families are. Right? Your last name, where you from, this and that, that is the fucking truth. Whose son is that? That's Kevin's son. Oh, Kevin related to Ella Mae. That makes that our second cousin. Now that means that's Ruby's daughter, granddaughter. So that's double cousins because we related on this side too. So cut your shit. You can't lie. You can't hide. Nobody can hide anymore. That's the beautiful thing. Nobody. Nobody can hide. But if they're going to tell it, they got to tell it true. But I love y'all. I got to go. My cousins is calling me. Let me hit them back. I just wanted to jump out there and put it down. That was 2, 3 going to be for the money because that's how they acting. They acting like that's what it's about, right? And I'm going to give them a run for their money with the shit that they putting out because they not, in wellness and shit, and they not in truth, whether we like it or not. And that's one thing that niggas ain't used. And that's been much to their detriment, not dealing with truth. And there's truth in a lot of things that people think is a lie. And there's a lot of things that people think is the truth. So being able to tap into your own frequency of discernment and stuff, you got to do that without other people clouding you with their bullshit, yo. So you need the positive, being able to channel the energy positively, and so it'll be effective and shit. One thing I'm always going to suggest for the Indians is that you always claim for yourself a peace of mind. Don't hold a lot of space for everything that they stole. They did this. Don't hold a lot of space for everything they did in adversity. Think of things in abundance, right? You the soul people. So how you feel in your soul, how you think in your soul is going to attract different things that black can't resonate with for those reasons, right? Stay out the curses, yo, and stay out them places that force you to go back into a backwards way of thinking, right? It's like they keep bringing you to a level only to keep you down here again. Not so you could fucking get up with your tribes. It's important that we all do it. Not that I'm the biggest Indian and you the littlest one, motherfucker. Tribe your fucking family up. Start with your fucking 5 kids and then work on your 12 nieces and nephews and your 5 kids. How many is that? That's 17. Then you go to your aunts and uncles. Grandma had 10 kids. Come on. You the county in your house, right? No, you the city. City of Pompano Beach. That's your government, your household. Big mama house, auntie and all of them live within the same jurisdiction. All your cousins and everything live surrounding that city, but your town is this. Their town is that, but y'all in your mama's city. Auntie, mama, and all of them is the county. Grandma is the state. Grandpa is the executive branch. Hands out, make sure that the punishments get dealt. Make sure when it's time to protect the nation, they can activate a button and everybody goes to war. The legislators make the decisions. Usually, the people in the community that have set decisions on what the laws are going to be governed in their specific place. So civics actually teach you how to be Rockefellers, Rothschilds without the malevolence, right? Because think about what righteous people could do with a lot of money. You see what the fuck wicked people do with a lot of money. What the fuck good do you think we could do? And we need money. We are the money, but unfortunately we fucking let that go too. Yeah, while white people wrote that down, what was the blacks doing? Lying, stealing, cheating. The church was the only way that the Indians could organize because they was getting shut out of places. And somehow they made us hate the church where they used to have their meetings at. Grandpa wore the fedora and shit with the little 3 feathers in there that's look, right? They had to hide it. And that's not everywhere, contrary to what everybody think. North Carolina got more stories of fucking the Ku Klux Klan up than anywhere. North Carolina done been fucking the Klan up for a long fucking time. So some of them people that y'all calling $5 Indians was running the motherfucking Klan out. All right, well. All right, I love y'all. Peace, Elijah K. Y'all have a grand day. Happy Indigenous People Day, baby. Happy Indigenous People Day, beloveds. Peace.